it's Josie and welcome back to Two Sisters Homestead. So today we are in the kitchen. I don't do too many of these videos. I think I'm going to do a little bit more because part of homesteading isn't just the garden and the land, it's also inside the house and what you can do inside of the house to make your life a little bit easier. So today, as you all know, like I work full time, my husband works full time, so it's kind of hard for us to do breakfast in the morning because we have to drive an hour and we have children, so it's hard to get everybody ready without waking up everybody super early. So I like to try to meal prep different options for breakfasts so then I can just take it with me to work and then I can just pull it out the morning before, depending on what it is for the kids. And it's a lot easier, and I don't have to go to the store and buy frozen stuff all the time. So we are going to be doing some bacon and sausage mix with egg and cheese English muffins. We are also going to be doing a pancake mix, muffins, and also what else? French toast casserole. Okay, so first we are going to make sure my mic's on. So first we are going to just put the bacon on this baking sheet, and I'm gonna pop it in the oven so that can do its thing while I move on to the next thing. So part of this is just like utilizing your time so you're not in here all day doing this. I think I'm gonna move it and do it this way instead.
I think a water balloon. No, it's not.
And then since I have bacon left over right here, I'm going to put it in a bag and freeze it for another. So now we are going to do some eggs. So I used to do them on the skillet, like just fry some eggs up and just make it where the yolk isn't runny. However, I found it to be a lot easier and it helps my time a lot if I just scramble them up and put it in a baking dish. And then I put them in the oven at like 400 for 10 to 15 minutes, and then it's good. So I'm probably going to do like 12 eggs. And then I'm going to add some milk to them, and then I'm going to add salt and pepper. You can add whatever you like in yours as well if you want. So now I'm just going to whisk this together and then put it in my baking dish. So now I just pour it in here. And then I will just put it in the oven. Okay, so we're going to do pancakes. So this is the kind that I like getting if I get it from the store. However, I think I want to try to make my own mix just to see how it turns out and stuff. But this is what I'm have. This is what I'm using right now. So I'm going to mix this up and then put it on my griddle since my stove is working and I need my top of my stove for other stuff. Okay, so I'm going to mix this together really good. And then we're going to move over to the griddle. Okay, so I'm just going to spray it down real good and start putting my pancakes down. So I just took the eggs out and I'm gonna let them cool and then cut them up in little square pieces so I can put them on my English muffins. Now I'm making some different pancakes for Owen. He's my 1 year old. These ones are supposed to have a little bit more protein in them. So we're gonna try these out. And after this batch, then the pancakes will be done. So now I have the bacon that is done and I'm gonna transfer it onto these paper towels so it can drain and go to the next step. I got the sausage and I'm just going to form these into patties and I'm going to go ahead since I've already used the griddle, I'm going to go ahead and put it on there instead of the stove because I'm going to have to wash this anyway, so I might as well. I think this is one of the things that I hate the most about sausage is having to patty it up, but it's all right. Yeah, I believe it. Um, but yeah, so I'm just going to do this. And then whenever these get done, I'm gonna let them cool a little bit and then I should be able to put the sandwiches together. And I am going to be freezing those, like I said earlier, and we'll just take them out and put them in the microwave when we're ready to eat them. Okay, so now we are going to put together the muffin mix. And like I said, I do use jam for this. It makes it really good. I had tried this maybe like a month or two ago and it was really good. However, I did try it with my own jam that I made. So hopefully it's just as good. Well, it won't be just as good, but hopefully it's still good with this one until I can get somewhere to get some strawberries and make my own jam, which that will probably be soon because it is strawberry season and we have a lot of different farmers and you pick strawberries where you can go out there and bring your family and pick them yourself. So that's probably what we'll be doing soon. However, the rain is slowing down production a little bit on that, so we'll just have to wait and see. So with these, it's a really simple and easy um, recipe. You would normally need 2.5 cups of flour. However, for us, I'm going to have to double it because we're such a big family. And everybody likes these. So we are going to do that. I got my flour down here as well in my 5-gallon bucket that I'm going to be getting my flour from. So that right there is 5 cups of flour. However, if you don't want to double it, then you will just do 2.5. While I have this here, though, I'm going to go ahead and fill up my container back just for the everyday use so I don't have to worry about it later. Well, I already have everything out. One thing about meal prepping is you're trying to make your life easier. So if you use up something and you already have the other thing out, go ahead and replenish it while you can. So close that. And now we are going to move on to the sugar. It's usually a half a cup, but of course I'm doubling. So I'm going to use 1 whole cup of sugar. And then a tablespoon of baking powder. I can find, yeah, there's baking soda. Let me find it. I had to go get my baking powder, but I have it. And you want 1 tablespoon, so I'm doubling it. So I'm putting 2 tablespoons in here. There's that. And then I'm going to add some salt. It's asked for half a teaspoon of salt. However, I'm going to use a whole. And then I'm going to whisk this together. This is the same whisk that I did use for my pancakes. I just rinsed it off, and now I'm using it for my muffins because it's still batter. It's not going to affect anything whatsoever. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to my wet ingredients. And I'm going to set this behind me. You need another bowl for that. And let me get my milk. So you will need 1 cup of milk. I'm doubling, so I will need 2 cups. So that is 2. Let me put this back. Okay, and now I'm going to add in, let's see, I need to melt some butter, but right now I'm going to go ahead and add my 2 eggs. It's usually 1 egg, however, I'm doubling, so we'll do 2. I keep on saying, however, I'm doubling, so you know that if you want to try it, you might not need this much, so you only need 1. However, if you want to, but if you see me putting 2 of something, then that's why. And then we will also need, what else we need for this? We're going to need vanilla extract. We need 1 teaspoon, so we need 2. It is almost time for us, woo! It is almost time for us to make some more vanilla, so that will be a video coming up soon as well. This is what we made, and we're almost out, and I would like to have some for the holidays, so I need to get on that. So I'm going to go melt my butter. You normally need half a cup of butter, but I'm going to do a whole cup. While that is melting, I thought I would come on here and tell y'all, you know, this takes a little bit of time. However, it hasn't taken me long at all. It's only taken me probably about 30-40 minutes. And I already have my bacon done, my sausage is done, my eggs is done, 3 batches of pancake mix is done, 1 batch of the extra protein one for Owen is done as well. And then now I'm making my muffins. So it's very simple and it can be done very fast. Just to take an hour, hour and a half to do it all at one time, then you don't have to worry about it later. And same thing if you don't work full time but you want to do this to help you out, you can. And then you can go, if you have like a bigger garden than me, or if you have like more animals than me, then you can do that. And it helps out a lot. Okay, so now I'm going to add the butter into this. And then once you get this all mixed really well, you're going to add it to the flour mixture, which I have right behind me. I'm going to get. And then you just want to mix it until there is no more clumps. this thing. It's a Danish whisk. I love it. I love it. I'll put a link down below for it if you want to do so, to check it out. But I love it. It's supposed to be just for like bread making and stuff. However, I use it for all different things and it works so well. I can't rave on it enough. And like I have like a silicone whisk, like a regular one right now, and like it's just too fragile and stuff like that. And then the metal one I have, it's just not doing it for me. But this right here, I love it and it just works really well. Just so y'all know, if this isn't stuff that you would do in your house or in your kitchen or anything like that, that's totally okay. If there's a better way that you think I could do stuff, that's okay too. This is what I've been doing for many years now, and it works for me, and this is what I like to do. And if you like to do it a different way, then that's okay as well. I have some people telling me different things about the garden and stuff, which I love to learn. However, some stuff is just how I do stuff, and just how I'm going to continue to do it. Some people I've had be a little rude in the comments because I'm not doing something their way, which is okay. I don't pay it no mind. However, I'm not going to do it. I mean, I'm my own person and I know what I like to do and how I like to do things. Unless, it's something that I'm actually learning from, then, that's something else. Okay, so I have this. So we are going to use this and fill everything up in here because obviously I'm doubling the batch, so we need all of the space. So, let me see. You're gonna do some batter in all of them. Drop a teaspoon of this on, and then you will put some more batter on it. I tried to do it before where I just put it on top and like swirl it in. However, that just didn't work too well for me. So I'm not even going to do that. Let me get a little bit of a smaller measuring cup for this. And I'm just gonna go in and actually let me use some. See, this is what my problem is. I think I want to do it one way and then I end up wanting to do another way. And then I end up having more dishes than what I really need. So yeah, if you want to say I need to figure that out, yes, I agree. I do. That for sure is something I need to figure out. But this way will work so much easier, I believe. The recipes always say to do like a third or something, which I just go a little bit over because I like my muffins to come over the top a little bit. For whatever reason, I just like it. So I'm going to continue to do this and then come back when it's time for me to do the filling. Okay, so of course we are back, so that obviously means one thing, we're ready for the jam. So with this, you could use any kind of jam that you want. I like strawberry jam, and also I usually make strawberry jam, so that's what I usually have on hand. However, you can use whatever you like, but we really like the strawberry, so this is what we're going to do. So I just got this from the store. It's just some strawberry jam, and I'm going to add this to each of them. Top it with some more batter, and then we will put them in the oven. And of course, whenever you are cooking them, the jam will spread, and it will be easier. I mean, it'll go throughout it, so you don't have to worry about spreading the jam out or anything like that. I just want it to be at least on top, preferably, so we won't have to get our hands all messy whenever we take it out of the silicone muffin things. which are really good. If you've never used one of these silicone muffin tins, then you need to use them because they come in so handy. Now, I will tell you, they come in really handy. You don't have to buy it all the time because a lot of times I forget, like, oh, do I have a muffin tin or muffin sleeve, whatever you call them, okay? I never know if I have them because that's not something like I just remember all the time. And so I never know. But having these on hand, I know for a fact I'm having them. I don't care for washing them too much. I have to usually soak them to make it easier for me. I usually just soak them in some hot water and turn them inside out in that hot water, and then I will scrub them down, and that's been working well for me. Don't put them in the dishwasher because for me, they don't come out all the way sometimes, depending on what might be stuck in them. So I'm just continuing to add the jam. This just makes me so excited for strawberry season because we can go get some soon, I'm hoping. But this recipe is super easy. It's not too complex at all. And it's really good. And it's cheap. It's really cheap. It's all stuff that you have on hand. And yeah. Okay, I'm going to put this in the oven at 400 for 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, so I labeled my Ziploc bags and I'm going to add my pancakes in them. They have cooled off and ready to go be put up. Now we're going to do the protein pancakes. So now I just put these in the freezer and just pull one out, put them on in the microwave, and they will be good to eat. Okay, so I have everything cooled off. There's a fly in here. I have everything cooled off for to put my breakfast sandwiches together. So we are going to start that. So I'm just cutting all of those in half and then put all the sandwiches together. Get a spatula. You see how I want to do it. Okay, we'll do it like that. Put the lid back on, and then I will wrap them up in parchment paper. And we will just continue to do this until we've done them all. The timer went off for the muffins, so I'm gonna get those out now. They're not as brown as I normally would like, but they are done, so I don't want to get them too dry. So we are going to take them out. There was a little bit of leak. I mean, like some that did leak a little bit from the jelly, but that is okay. So I do have a little mat thing that I can put into the oven so that if something spills, it's just easy to clean up. So luckily I have that because getting jelly out the bottom of the stove would have been difficult. So that is done. And now I'm going to clean up my mess from making these sandwiches. And then we're going to put these in the freezer as well. So let me throw this away. One thing I like to do is to save this bag right here, and I will just put as many that I can back into here. So you're not really wasting a bag. Get all the air out. And then I will just put these in the freezer like this. And those will be good to go. And then since I still have some left over, I'm going to put them in this freezer bag. And I'm just going to label what these are so that we know, and then pop them. Those look so yummy. Okay, you guys, so now we are going to do an overnight French toast casserole recipe, and I'm going to do this so that we can have this in the morning for breakfast. So you just want a loaf of brioche bread or sourdough bread, and then you will cut it into 1-inch pieces and then place it into a greased baking dish. So we will do that now. Let me move you back so you can see what we got going on. You find a knife that I want to use. Okay. This looks like it'll be really good. I've been wanting to try it for a little bit now, but I just haven't. And then you just stick those in your baking dish. That's probably a little bit smaller, but it will work. And I got this bread just from like the deli section at Walmart. And with this, it being in the fridge for overnight, then the bread will soak up all of the egg mixture and will be good. Okay, so I got that. So now I'm just going to make the egg mixture. So I got my bowl. Hold on one second. Okay, so we need 8 eggs. Let me go get those. I'm having to wash these ones off because we just got them from the person we get eggs from. However, I don't know if you can hear in the background, we do have our little chickies here. So hopefully within the next couple of months, we will have some eggs, which I know it takes some time, unfortunately. So now we need milk and heavy cream. Let me see. We need 2 cups of milk. Okay, so we need 2 cups of milk. So that's 1. Then that's 2. And then we need a half a cup of heavy cream. And 1 tablespoon of vanilla, which I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to eyeball it. And now we just need to mix all of this together. Make sure. Sugar, I need some sugar. Let's see how much. We need 3/4 cups of sugar. Half measuring. We'll do about that. And mix it all together. It smells really good. Okay. Now we just pour this egg mixture all over. So we're going to try to do this without me making a mess. Okay, and then now I will set this to the side. And now we will start start with the topping. However, with the topping, we will just put it in a little baggie so that we can take it out tomorrow when it's time. So it'll be really easy. I just pop it in the oven, put the topping on, and we will be good to go in the morning. So let me put the milk and heavy cream up. And let's see what we're doing for this topping. I'm going to cover this and go ahead and put it in the refrigerator just so you get out of my way. We do have two refrigerators right now, because we are obviously a big family. So we have one here in the kitchen, and then we also have where we put our extra stuff. We have it in the laundry room. However, maybe this coming up week, we will be getting a shed. It's like a 16 by 10 shed. We're going to put it in the back. We are going to run power to it and have freezers and another refrigerator over there because we need more space. And in order to preserve food, we need more space as well. So I'm going to go put this out in the laundry room and okay, so in order to make the topping, you get a medium sized bowl. You will add flour, brown sugar, cinnamon, and salt into your bowl. So I'm going to use half a cup of flour. I'm making a mess like always. A half cup of packed brown sugar. This might not be enough, but I did get more this morning. Almost there. Just add the rest of this, and then I will clean it and fill it back up with what I got today. Okay, you need about a teaspoon of cinnamon. More the better. And then we're going to need a fourth of salt, which I'm just going to put a pinch, and that will be good. Now we just mix this together, and this is the topping. So I'm going to put this in a little baggie, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it in with the mixture, the bread mixture, so that I won't forget it. We know where it is. It doesn't accidentally get thrown away. And in the morning, you will just bake this at 350 for 40 minutes to an hour. Make sure you add the topping and stuff. Yeah, this is my first time trying it, so maybe I will be able to let you all know how it is. But it looks really good, and I'm excited. And maybe even play around with this, like maybe add different fruits and stuff like that, which would be really good. So that is ready to go in with my other stuff, and yeah. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for coming along with me. We are done. So all the things that we got accomplished today is the bacon, egg, and cheese English muffins and 1-foot sausage as well. We also did pancakes, protein pancakes, muffins with the jam in them, and the French toast casserole. So it didn't take me too long, maybe about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours roughly, but also had to stop and do other things as well in between. But yeah, so if you like this video, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.